Yes. Welcome back to the channel GH247 News, wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And this time around, we are going to hit hard. Government is in power to rule. Government is in power because the people voted for that government. If you are in opposition, you have to know your role. Now, knowing your role simply means that you are going to be playing a responsible role in opposition to help the citizens to identify what is good and what is wrong. When the government seems to be going off track, when the government seems to be working against the people, you that is a responsible opposition leader, it is your duty, your responsibility to speak and to call the government attention to those wrongs. Ladies and gentlemen, today in Ghana, wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, the politics is Ghana is getting worse and worse every day because of a bad opposition. Opposition that thinks that they own the Ghanaian people, they know better than the Ghanaian people, they think they can just spill out anything. Whether it's a lie, listen. The New Patriotic Party, NPP, Afenyo Markin and his people, get it very right from this moment. We are no more in the 90s. We are no more in the late 90s or early 2000s. We've come very far. Civilization has come to stay. Whatever you say, you can be fact-checked in a second. Whatever you say, social media will pick it up and you can be fact-checked in a second. Gold board. Listen. This gold board saga is getting out of hand. Why? Just because His Excellency the President thought it wise that Ghana need to capitalize on the current gold market price as gold price kept increasing. That we need to capitalize on that and get the best out of our own resources to build a nation. And so he set up a gold board. He asked Sammy Gyamfi to head the gold board as the CEO. The young man is doing a great job by reckoning in within a year over $12 billion, 12 billion United States dollars. And you, opposition leader in Ghana's parliament, the minority, you think you can bring him down? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be saying much, but I want to play these videos for you.
22 billion Ghana cedis in just a year. It's not me, it's not Mama Parks. 22 billion Ghana cedis in just a year. It's not me, it's not Mama Parks, it's not this handsome man.
22 billion Ghana cedis, that is about $1.7 billion. You are doing business, you invested, the amount you spent, that is just the simple mathematics of it. Your losses you made doing or transacting a business, that will rake in $12 to $13 billion is what he's talking about. The 1.7 billion is equivalent to 22 billion Ghana cedis. Right? Let's move on.
Standing behind me is not this other handsome man. It's not these handsome men who are saying it. It is the IMF. And government has accepted, considered that indeed these were huge losses. So why the insult? Pourquoi?
IMF, are they the one ruling Ghana for us? Gold Board, Bank of Ghana and Gold Board, they're working together. Bank of Ghana already had an agreement, even during your government, when they were in power. Bank of Ghana had already, negotiated for certain things that could not just be changed at once. Under your government, this new gold board came on, and they continue from where you left. They build on what you left behind. And so by so doing, Bank of Ghana incur a debt, and you are asking Gold Ball to accept, to admit that the debt was due to their own performances. Meanwhile, on the account of Gold Ball, there are no losses. On the account of Bank of Ghana, there are losses. The 1.7 billion is a loss on the books, on the account of what? Bank of Ghana, BoG. Not on the books of Gold Ball. But because the transaction took place between the Gold Board and Bank of Ghana, you are shifting the blame on who? On a young man, Sammy Gyamfi. Because he is one of the reasons why he lost power. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what he's doing. Let's move on.
I am a force sika podu eti say 22 billion mabaka.
All he's saying is that he's speaking in our local language. He spoke 3 different languages right now. Egomede, that's my language. What does it mean? And then he changed to Twi. Said they went to do business, they went and sold gold, and they made losses in gold. That who does that? Who sells gold and make losses? Forgetting, under his own leadership, they sold gold and they were making losses from 2021 until 2024. They made losses every year. That is a hypocrisy that some of us hate over this man. We hate it. We are beginning to hate this because of hypocrisy. Now listen, let's go on.
Ekakasia na mabo Ghana 22 billion cedis. Na ya minority dia omatro amwa dia tum na ya kan wase. Na mo beni dia dem. Na Afenyo Markin say, no compromise say, no say asa say. Enye wo be ko social media ke didi atem, e na be se sandia IMF atro. Ya ba ya no yanim sebe. Ebinum de omotecha maso no. Eye doko nti ya the IMF report no by. Nti ya sramu santrofo. Wo wasu die kese. Enye nsramu abinum be ke nyina na sese mo tie ne.
Don't go anywhere yet, my good friends, because just yesterday there was another interview. KSM interviewed him, and he was put on the spot on some of the things that he was saying to the media. He was placed on spot to answer. He couldn't defend his own words. It's as if he tried to defend himself by saying, oh, if we got it wrong, then does it mean that the current government should also get it wrong? If we got it wrong, that is why we were booted out. So why are you also getting it wrong? Forgetting these are also human institutions, my friends. So don't go anywhere. The video is quite long. I will take you along.
Ebinu control. Omu control so no my yes omu na I can credit. Who to gold? Who did that? Who waka? Who si yakana wabono? Who dia control obi buku. Na who dia what to na? Esikana ba wo si wenya mfaso. Nti wo dia yakana ya woka. Na what be that? We be a company name. Company ba ko na ye di staff salary ato. And a company ba ko so ye di sales akoto. Nti ya ba ya si o menya mfaso.
You see, the only reason why he's speaking this language because he tried to speak to his base. Oh yes, he tried to speak to the followers, the supporters of NPP, the New Patriotic Party. He's trying to speak to them. So he's trying to use the words that they will understand him. And by so doing, he's adding it, he's saying it as if it's a huge deal, as if it's a big deal. Trying to whip his own base, making it look as if it's a big deal here. This guy.
Now, a Ghana boy and the cost of sales no way. It's a shame. At the beginning, dear, and shaky. But the queer woman said, so far, say, Obi, I'm going to do my poor baby. Na sende iloko for tata. Iloko for tata binum. Attorney General here press conference osio. Obimpo oye ayabanye juma eka 5 million cedis, 3 million cedis, 10 million cedis. The two fell Yoko. Now I got that one. Yes, a Japadia.
This is an irresponsible statement he's making right here. That why is it that they left government and the current government is taking their people to court to answer questions? They didn't carry them and took them to firing squad. Taking them through the due process to answer for their leadership, embezzlement of funds, Ghanaians' money. People that were perceived to embezzle state funds were being taken through the due process, taken to court to answer for their leadership, and you are here talking trash. Is that the kind of responsible opposition that we want? Is this man trying? Let's go on.
Assume for plans I'm obey. Go for baby.
Now he's threatening this guy who is the CEO of BoG that when they come back to power in 2028, they're going to jail him, and even before he will get a bail. What if he's arrested before he be given a bail? His bail son. Listen, win the power first. Win the power. Then you think Ghanaians are fools? No, we've come a very long way.
So, me bow, wait there. Sir, 22 billion losses here. Almost gold water BoG. And then who bill? And the campaign I had the baby bill. Oh, we have said it here. Yes, oh, we are phone, sir. Now I shall, sir. Yes, I want to say to me about him. Yes, I would the tata will be a. Should ye? And this fun MP before.
You see, what he is doing, he can only appeal to his base, but he cannot win floating voters into his power. He cannot win the elite in society. Let me not use the word educated. Let me just use the elite, those who reason beyond politics. There are people that reasons beyond politics. And from what he's doing, he cannot win an election. Why you lost the election in the first place last year, 2024 general election, was because of this kind of arrogancy. You are in opposition, you are threatening the man in government that when you come into power, you're going to be jailing him. Wait and come to power first. Because you yourself, yesterday, this man, Sammy Gyamfi, had a press conference. And he referred you that you were a board chairman of Ghana Electricity Company. ECG, Electricity Company of Ghana, you were the board chairman. And ECG made a loss of over 8 billion. You were the board chairman. Today, you are not being dragged to the courts to answer questions for that. You are here threatening him.
For Bokrono, MP before to say, MP before to say. Gold kaka mungotono, gold, gold. Mungoboka 22 billion cedis. Afibako. Ya kan no mfizo mu didi atemu a. Na ya bohu. Na omudi eti ebubom.
You see, he was trying to appeal to his base. I understand. But he is losing the support of the ordinary Ghanaian. They succeeded in destroying the party of NPP that we knew in those. When I was growing up, when I heard about NPP, this party is known to be having men of elite character. When they speak, J.H. Mensah, all of us will remember him very well when I was growing up. Papa Osu Nkoma, when I was growing up. Name them. A lot. When those men, when they stand and they speak sense. That is why they were able to win power that you grew up coming to meet, but you don't want to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue for you quickly. Sorry.
Isaba Tokonu, the former Chief Justice, My Lady Justice Araba Isaba Tokonu, the former Chief Justice, was hounded out of office for political reasons.
This is the interview he had with KSM, Kweku Simtin Minsa, in his studio. Now, this is also about 5 minutes. I want you to take your time and listen to him carefully for you to understand that this man, he has no credibility. He has lost his ground. He has lost his ground. He is trying to defend this woman that was, she was our former Chief Justice of Ghana. She committed some crimes and the president thought it wise to refer him for a committee to investigate, and they found him guilty. And found him guilty simply because she has to leave her office. A new Chief Justice was appointed. And so because she was appointed during their era, this is the same woman that said the law is the law. When the current government was in opposition, they were fighting many issues in a court. And they always loses every case they take to the court. This woman, the Chief Justice, she normally empanel the judges that sit on cases in Ghana's Supreme Court. And each time the opposition takes cases to the court, they always loses the case because she also sits in that court as the Chief Justice of Ghana. At a point, she reminded the lawyers of the current government that the law is the law. Today, it flipped to the other side. You are now out of power, and she's also out of post. Why was she driven out of office? Number one, let me just give you one instance. She was entitled to travel free, business class or VIP class or whatever, abroad. Her hotel bills taken care of, medical bills, everything free. But she decided to abuse that position by including her own daughter. And not just that, not just buying her daughter flight ticket, business class, and flying her out. She also paid her daughter traveling allowance. Was her daughter an employee of Ghana government? So why would she pay her daughter traveling allowance? Traveling allowance, as a matter of fact, she is in terms of leadership in Ghana. The president is the number one gentleman. Then number two is a vice president. If the president is not around, it's the vice president that automatically takes over the ruling of the nation. Now, in the absence of the vice president, the next person in line is the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. That is number three person in command. If the Speaker is also not around, of which we've seen severally, the president travels, the vice travels, and the Speaker also travels, automatically she becomes the president until the president returns. That is by law. That is how it works. Once the president is not available, the vice is not available, the Speaker of Parliament is not available, automatically she becomes the president. So as a Chief Justice, you hold a lot of power in your hands, but you abuse your office. Now, he tried to defend. Why? Her daughter is the daughter part of the arrangement. You could travel with your daughter. You are rich enough to buy your daughter a flight ticket if you want her to travel with you. But you went ahead, even by paying her, what? Per diem. Traveling allowance. That is the question. Let's continue. I want you to watch the video to the end, please.
That there was a grand conspiracy by her own police against her. I've stated that point.
Thank you. You have stated that point.
That is my view.
And my point is this. Thank you. And my point is, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry, Ofa.
Oh, that's okay. Unfortunately, I thought it was reckless. Let me tell you why I said that.
No, Ofa.
When you say, okay, my KSM, my reckless nephew,
just
I thought it was misguided. So.
Well, I don't think you say not.
But let me explain, Pacho. Time out. Sorry. Let me explain. When you talk about a grand conspiracy, and then you got one or two people. Let me finish. You talk about a grand conspiracy, you're talking about a collection of judges and lawyers.
Yes, but that is what it is.
But all I'm saying is this. When you say these things, without a single shred of evidence. But try to put it out there, which is now going out there. Saying that it was a grand conspiracy, including judges now. You know, but this thing is, even when they go to the presidency, they say, Council of State. So the Council of State too should be included in the grand conspiracy.
Former Chief Justice, do you know the former Chief Justice who was a member of the Council of State resigned from Council of State?
He didn't tell me why.
Over.
But Patrick, Mami Landio.
Over. And some more.
Mami Patrick and some more. And I think that
Patrick, you like fairness.
One would take him 18 years. Obia some more.
You want fairness.
I can never forgive them.
Wofa, you want fairness.
I want fairness.
You want fairness for all citizens.
Yes.
I am saying that if we want fairness for all citizens, then we shouldn't be selective. I rest my case.
I also agree that we shouldn't be selective. But I say this too, and I won't talk too much, that certain things, once they are said, these are, look, me again, you have come to tell me that my Chief Justice, more or less, is not somebody that can be painted with a brush of honesty, because he has been involved in unshady behavior that has resulted in this.
Wofa, these are your words. These are your words.
No,
Wofa, these are your words.
Okay.
These are your words.
These are my words.
These are your words.
And
I have selected my words.
If you listen to me, I said people listen. Well, make this assumption, say, that's it, Jesus.
Well, you have been hypothetical.
Now, conspiracy.
But conspiracy to remove people from office for the benefit of themselves is part of political conspiracy. People justify it. There is no conspiracy to kill. You see, you are taking it out of context. The conspiracy, the grand conspiracy here that I'm talking about, there has always been a turf war. That's why I'm saying that in we can all put out. But I'm saying is when there is institutional politics. So now let me explain. Let me break it down for you.
I think the problem is
institutional politics. I'm saying that I understand the grand conspiracy within the context of institutional politics, where within the institution itself there was some politics within the institution for leadership. All right, and people feeling that, I am senior to this person, I should have been the Chief Justice. No, this person doesn't deserve to be Chief Justice. So when I say that there was a grand conspiracy leading to the removal of the Chief Justice Tokonu, I am referring to that institutional power struggle that ensued.
And the power.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I will let you finish.
When you ask me, and you don't finish that, you also give way for somebody to misconstrue.
No.
I am saying that there was a grand conspiracy to get her out.
Why?
And it was as a result of internal power struggle for the headship of the institution. All right? I am concluding based on all the happenings. And the happenings leading to a removal is the evidence. Simplicity.
That cannot be the evidence.
You can disagree with me.
That can be your understanding of things. That can be your opinion of things. That is not the evidence.
Then we can also disagree to agree. That is my opinion of things.
Thank you.
That is my understanding of things.
Thank you.
So you like that?
You see, guys, it is clear. It is very clear that the man you just saw on your screen, Honorable Afenyo Markin, I'm on the same age with him. Yes, 46 to 47. And the truth is clear out there for everyone to see. They are willing and ready to make the nation ungovernable for His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. They want to make sure they incite the populace against the government. That is all. Because you look at it, you can look for the man that did the interview. The full video is over 1 hour video, almost 2 hour video. I cannot play all here. He interviewed him on various subjects, including the gold board issue that we started with. And you can see clearly that these guys, they are full of lies. And he is a lawyer. He is a lawyer, respected lawyer for that matter. Well, fellow citizens, Ghanaians, it is up to you to judge. But for me, Afenyo Markin has lost his reputation. He has lost his reputation. He is not a man deserving of being tagged or called honorable. I end my case. I'll see you guys on the next one with Sammy. Shalom and peace.